morning, everyone. Good morning. We're happy to see all of you here. And just one of our students, Shogo-chan. Hi, Shogo. Hi, our prize student. And welcome to you who are watching at home, our live stream audience. We will now begin our service with a starting bell. Thank you. You may be seated. Zazen.
Hey, good morning, everyone. We're gonna have Zazen, Zen meditation for 1 minute. together in gassho and bow.
Sampai, bow 3 times to Buddha. Please rise for Vandana Kisarana, and for our live stream audience, it's on page 17. We'll chant the Heart of Great Perfect Wisdom Sutra for our live stream audience. It's on page 33. We'll also have offering of incense at this time, so please use the center aisle and walk to my right and go down this way. For those who are on the left, you will walk around safely.
Sutra.
「あ
self-form, sensation, perception, formation, and consciousness are also like this. Shariputra, all dharmas are marked by emptiness. They either arise nor cease, are neither defiled nor pure, neither increase nor decrease. Therefore, given emptiness, there is no form, no sensation, no perception, no formation, no consciousness, no eyes, no ears, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind, no sight, no sound, no smell, no taste, no touch, no object of mind, no realm of sight, no realm of mind consciousness. There is neither ignorance nor extinction or ignorance, neither old age and death, nor extinction of old age and death, no suffering, no cause, no cessation, no past, no knowledge, and no attainment, with nothing to attain. A bodhisattva relies on prajnaparamita, and thus the mind is without interest, without interest. There is no fear for beyond all imperative views. One realizes nirvana, all Buddhas, all past, present, and future rely on prajnaparamita, and thereby attain unsurpassed, complete, perfect enlightenment. Therefore know the prajnaparamita as the great miraculous mantra, the great bright mantra, the supreme mantra, the incomparable mantra, which removes all suffering and is true, not false. Therefore we proclaim the prajnaparamita mantra, the mantra that says Gate Gate Paragate Parsangate Bodhisattva.
May this merit extend universally to all, so that we together with all beings realize the Buddha way.
All Buddhas throughout space and time, all honored ones, bodhisattvas, mahasattvas, wisdom beyond wisdom, mahaprajnaparamita.
For our live stream audience, this is on page 32.
Taishoji, 主上と皆共に仏道を上善こと自法三四知る子孫部さもこさもこじゃころみ
We will recite the golden change, and for our home audience, it's on page 251. Golden chain. I am a link in Lord Buddha's golden chain of love that stretches around the world. I must keep my link bright and strong. I will try to be kind and gentle to every living thing and protect all who are weaker than myself. I will try to think pure and beautiful thoughts, to say pure and beautiful words, and to do pure and beautiful deeds, knowing that what I do now affects my life and the lives of others. May every link in Lord Buddha's golden chain of love become bright and strong, and may we all attain perfect peace. The pledge on page 252. To the Buddha, who promised to be present in his teachings, we pledge our loyalty and devotion. We dedicate our thoughts, words, and deeds to his service, and to the way of life he laid down for us. We resolve to follow his example, and to have reverence for our religion, respect for our parents and teachers, and love for all forms of life. Gatha, we are truth's disciples. This can be found on page 172 for our home audience. Let us all rise. We'll be accompanied by Sensei's ukulele.
Righteousness
the month is always my favorite time. I know it is for you too, because we have a story from Reverend Hata. This is Reverend Hata's message.
Good morning, everyone. Aloha. Ohayo gozaimasu. So thank you very much for coming here today, and thank you very much for watching our live streaming service. And thank you very much for joining Ken-chan and Kei-chan today. And it's the end of February, and today is the last Sunday service in this month. So I'd like to introduce to everyone a Buddhist story. So, are you listening my voice correct? Clearly? Okay. Because I'm wearing a double mask. That's why yeah, hard to listen maybe. Okay. By occasionally hearing some Buddhist stories, so I'd like to inspire everyone to have a greater interest in Buddhism. I'm going to tell you a story. All living things are Buddha. All living things are Buddha. Actually, I gave this story several years ago, but I'd like you to listen this my sermon again, and please learn very important teaching again. So, once upon a time, so there was a very great monk in the forest in India. So one day he said to his disciples, so listen carefully, all of you. It is said that all living things are complete manifestation or transformation of Buddha. So even a dog, tiger, or rabbit, or even cocky frog, so they are a transformation of Buddha. So that's why we have to respect all living things. So this is the Buddhist practice. On the following day, a young monk who listened to the great monk's story went to town to practice Buddhist discipline, chanting. Then he declared, "My teacher said that all living things are transformation of Buddha. So I try to put my hand together in Gasho to all living things to show my gratitude." After that, every time he would meet a living thing, he would stop and do Gasho. At one point, someone suddenly said, "Hey, get away! A mad elephant is running toward us." The people in town heard this warning and ran away. But the young monk didn't run away. He thought that even a mad elephant, the elephant also is a transformation of Buddha. Why do we need to run away from the elephant? So he continued to do Gasho toward the elephant. An elephant trainer, who was behind the elephant, said to the young monk, "Hurry up, run away, so you will be squashed." But he didn't run away and was knocked down by the elephant. So he hit his head on the ground and lost consciousness. So after that, people in town took care of him and took him to the great monk's temple. So fortunately, his injury was not serious. after a while, the senior monk asked the young monk, so why did you not run away from the elephant? Then the young monk said, I learned that all living things are a transformation of Buddha, so I thought that the elephant was also Buddha and didn't run away. Then the great monk said to the young monk, so you are right. The Buddha of the elephant came running toward you, but the Buddha of elephant trainer alerted you from behind the elephant. So if you think that all living things are Buddha, why didn't you listen what the elephant trainer said? So you should have listened to his warning. When the young monk thought about it, he saw the virtue of this viewpoint. So I became distracted by only the Buddhas of the elephant. I didn't listen to what the Buddha of the elephant trainer said. My mind was biased. If I think that all living things are Buddha, so I should have listened to both sides. From that day on, the young monk became a wonderful monk who came to listen more to other people and balance viewpoints more equally. The end. So this is the story. So quite a story. Did you enjoy the story? And the young monk was injured, but he learned the important teaching from Buddha. So through the story, we can learn two things. So number one, first, all living things are Buddha, so who teaches us good things and bad things. So in this story, the great monk said, all living things are a transformation of Buddha. So this idea includes the doctrine of our Soto Zen school. So please, at this screen again, this is our doctrine. So this is a great opportunity to learn this our doctrine. So let's read this doctrine together. Okay. We are all children of Buddha and come into this world endowed with the Buddha mind, Bushin. However, failing to realize this, we live selfish, willful lives causing much suffering. If we make repentance to the Buddha and take refuge in Him, our minds will come to rest. Our lives will experience harmony and light, and we will rejoice in being of service to society. We will also experience the deep faith that will allow us to stand up under any hardship. To discover happiness and a life worth living is the teaching of the Soto Zen school. Okay, thank you. According to the doctrine, so it is said that the Buddha minds dwell in each of us. So we don't only do good deeds, but also do bad deeds. So we have to realize that. As the young monk couldn't understand that concept, so he just put his hand together in gassho towards the elephant and was knocked over by the elephant. So obviously, so he should have run away sooner. But I think that he should have noticed that the elephant was engaged in a bad deed, so maybe in a bad mood, before he was knocked, and tried to think about the elephant's feelings. So why would the elephant act violently? So how could I calm the elephant down? So if the young monk cherished the Buddha of the elephant, So he should have acted with compassion and moved out of the way. And second, to respect all Buddha is to listen to others equally. So if the young monk could have heard what the elephant trainer said, so he would not have been injured. So if he respects all living things, so he should learn to listen to others equally. The same true in our daily life. So we tend not to listen to others' advice and sometimes make bad choices. So even if it is a person you don't like, so giving you advice, you should have a strong heart so that allows you to receive his advice and balance it honestly. So all living things are like a Buddha. So I think that if we can receive others' advice as Buddha's compassionate advice, it will be easy to open our minds and consider new advice. So when you receive advice from your family or friends, so please respect them and allow you to receive their advice. So because we are all precious Buddhas. So today we were able to learn that all living things are Buddha, who teaches us good things and bad things. And to respect all Buddha is to listen to others equally. So finally, please put your hands together in Gassho. We go to the Buddha for guidance. We go to the Dharma for guidance. We go to the Sangha for guidance. Namu Kie Butsu. Namu Kie Ho. Namu Kie So. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sensei. We did enjoy the story. Thank you. And did you enjoy the pictures, the video? Well, this is drawn by Sensei and Oksan. So, very good. Thank you. Let us all rise for Shomyo.